Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now back to throw. Going deep here for Parker. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it here. This is James White. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 16-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
First down, here's White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going right side is White. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got a first down past the 30. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 82 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
It's going to be a long day.
This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
60 outlaw.
On second down, it's White, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Double time. Check.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. No. 3 down. 3 down.
Second and 5. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Xxecutioner. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Move, fellas, let's go. Sit. 54. Right, 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Ready, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Being chased out left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Ten Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason got his man. That's Harry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Go now. 50, plank.
And the Patriot first down.
I'm coming. Check 37. Check 37. 80 weapons. 55.
On 1st and 10, Eason is going to fire one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Xxecutioner. A good pickup there at 22. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 21 yards away, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Some quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from, but for the defense, almost feels like there's a bust in coverage.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. 2nd and 9 now. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 79 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. That one caught out wide by Boykin. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run forward, Breida, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Bravo! Get that quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, QB, come on. 90 is a mic. Oh, you got deep? Shot 61. Match, set, go.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
8-3 and 7 at the 36-yard line.
General, set, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Open man is Higgins. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Stidham. That's incomplete, nearly another pick, my goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them. Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. On the right side open is Xxecutioner. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Stidham. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stidham to throw. It's complete. James White. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. In the face. Right there. 54, right there.
They will go for it. Stidham. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now it's Stidham. And he rifles one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
No, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
You got nothing. Ready?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He's got Higgins over the middle. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run on first down. It's White. Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Stidham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run again with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They run with Breida. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
I know he ain't got it. 90 is a mic. You. Go. 90 is a mic. Switch up, Charlie.
2nd and 3. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. Out of the gun. In the end zone, touchdown Dolphins. Mike Xxecutioner, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
New England on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Stidham on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Dante Hightower on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their head on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Stidham. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Flushed out right. Now in desperation. Motion throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just... And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Throwing again here, Stidham. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
21 yards there on third down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Got his man. It's Williams. A very solid gain of 27.
Ready. Right there, right there.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Miami, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for